My name's Catalina Kahane. I'm in 11th grade. I'm a junior, and I go to Dr. Michael Kropp Senior High School. So my brother did piece of pie as well. So it wasn't really something that I decided. It was more something that was known that I was going to do when I started studying for the SAT. Well, I really want to stay in a college in Florida, and I feel with a good score, I could get into a good school in Florida as well as get like bright futures. So I think that's super important. And yeah, like the SAT doesn't matter what college you go to, everyone looks at it. So it's important to have a good score. I just thought that it was going to be like any other test. Like I thought I was going to take it and just do good on it first try. And then seeing like when I started taking like practices with Piece of Pie, how I wasn't doing as good as I thought I would. And like the questions, they're super different than a regular test, the way they're worded or all that. So I think that was like my biggest frustration. Well, from what I heard it was gonna be super intensive, and I started it during the summer. So I was scared like I'm gonna have no time to be with my friends or enjoy my summer break. But like it is really intensive, but if you do like pace yourself and do every like how it's scheduled, I feel like it's not that bad. It's not as bad as like people make it seem to be. So during the summer, like I also worked and I had other things to do. So I would try to like maybe during work I would do some homework during lunch or my lunch break. And then when I would get home, I would try to like make sure I would get things done before doing things with my friends. So I tried to like balance it out in that way. Well, at first I was scared. I thought I wasn't gonna learn as well because of it being online and being like in a group. But I think it also helped me like actually improved because in my group, I feel everyone was extremely like intelligent. So if they had a question, I was like, oh, maybe I should have thought of that question, or that's like a good question to ask. And it helped me understand. And with it being online, I feel like it also helped me because I could focus more because I was in like an environment I'm used to. Like I'm at home, I have all my stuff like laid out how I need them. And I think that also just helped me focus more, just being in like a more familiar environment. Yeah, I was actually really scared about that. I thought like after 2 hours I would completely unlock it and I would not know what was going on. But I think the first 2 hours they feel like the longest and then you have like your break and not break. Usually I would just like relax, eat something and then come back and I was perfectly fine. Like it didn't feel like 4 hours to me. Like I think all my tutors were really good. I have no complaints about my tutors. They were more familiar with the process we were going through. Like it happened to them recently, so I feel like they were more understanding in that sense. So I've had like friends ask me if they should do piece of pie before, and I always say like I think yes, like it is an intensive process, but if you do like put your mind to it and work, like clearly it does give results. Like to everyone I've known that has done it, like they've improved insane amounts. So I think like you just have to put in your work and like actually try and do the work yourself and all that, and then it's a really good process. Like I think everyone who needs it should be able to do it. I think being able to do the assignments that were given, like the homework, and if I had like a specific question about it, there was a video for almost every single question. So I could always like look back and then that I would get also like the mini practice test like after a lesson, that I could see what questions I got wrong and then I can go back and like redo them. I think that was super helpful. So in my overall score, I got a 1400. In the math, I got a 750. Yeah, from my first like SAT, I got I think a 650 in math. So it was like an 100 point boost, which I was telling my friends about it, and everyone's like, that's insane. Like no one just goes up 100 points. And I was like, yeah, it was literally a piece of pie that like helped me do all that. I mean, I never thought I would get past like a 1350. So when I saw the score, I was like in shock. And I think it just opened the doors to me like, well, maybe I don't just have to, I can apply to better schools. Like it doesn't just have to be the three schools that I thought I would get into. Like maybe I can get into UM or maybe UF or stuff like that. So it's like it made me much more confident to like, there's other options for me. Yes, like for sure. I think it's a program that continuously has shown that like it works. You know what I'm saying? Like it like there are results. And I think everyone doing it and getting good scores like that just proves it to you. Like no program is gonna magically work. Obviously, like the student has to put in their effort and like try as well. But I think with all the tools given by Piece of Pie, like you have to improve like with everything given to you, and if you try, like it really does help. A 10, like I always recommend it when people ask me like how I reached my score, I always say like piece of pie really helped me. And so I think, yeah, I always recommend and I always tell my friends that like if they're struggling, they should really try a piece of pie. I think like again, I thought I would magically reach the score I wanted to without having to study. Like I thought it would be such an easy test. And then taking like practices and all that, like I saw that it's completely different than what I was used to. So what I did, like when I took my second SAT, I went over every single packet that piece of pie gave me and I like restudied. So my advice, like honestly, would just be like try your best, like focus and like really do the work yourself, like put in the effort yourself and don't like, I don't know, don't get like distracted. Like let there be a drive, let there be a goal. And like if you like, yeah, it's 2 months of like intensive work, but it's so worth it in the end.